සැත්කම් සඳහා ස්ථාවර අවමගාස්තු දැන් නවලෝකෙන් අමතන්න 0.771
Sri Lanka crossed 3,000 daily COVID-19 cases for the first time today. With that, the total number of cases for the day so far stands at 3,591. Meanwhile, during the course of yesterday, 2,518 infections were confirmed in the island. 40 of the new cases were reported as imported cases, while the remaining 2,478 came from 23 districts. The highest number this time around came from the Kalutara district with 391. In addition, the Gampa and Colombo districts came in second and third respectively with 350 and 333 cases, showing a continuing high risk in the western province. Further, 179 infections were reported from Anuradhapura, 170 from Kegol, 144 from Jaffna, 113 from Kurunegala, 108 from Goal, 89 from Kandy and 72 from Nuwara Eliya. The remaining 529 infections came from 13 other districts. In the meantime, experts once again cautioned the public to take care in spaces with inadequate ventilation, as the virus can remain in circulation for a longer time than open ventilated spaces.
If there are people close to you, you get infected from these tiny droplets which are deposited about 1 meter away. So it is important to keep that distance so that the droplets don't propel for more than 1 meter. But sometimes in a very closed environment, it can be a closed room, a AC room where there is no ventilation. These droplet particles can be in the air for some time. And somebody comes into that room, the person can get infected. But if this happens outdoors, or if the room is open, the doors and windows are open, then the room is very properly ventilated, and in such instances, this doesn't happen.
Meanwhile, the total number of COVID-19 fatalities in the island surged past 1,000 today to stand at 1,015 after 34 COVID-19 deaths were reported yesterday. Meanwhile, the total number of recoveries in the island stood at 122,367 today after 1,222 patients were discharged from treatment centres. As of now, the country's active cases stands at 30,980. On the vaccination front, as of last evening, 925,242 people were administered with the first dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, while 297,686 of them have completed their vaccinations. Meanwhile, 457,840 people have received their first Sinopharm doses, while 2,435 have been completely vaccinated. Further, 14,917 people have received the Sputnik V jabs as of last evening. With that, however, health experts have cautioned the public to continue to follow health and safety protocols, even if they are fully vaccinated, as they say people will still not be fully safe from infection.
දැන් කිසිම එන්නතක් ගහලා පහුවෙන්දට ආරක්ෂාව ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද ඒකට ප්‍රතිශක්තිකරණ පද්ධතිය දියුණු වෙලා ඒක රෝග වළක්වන්න කාලයක් යනවා. කොවිෂීල්ඩ් එන්නත එක ඩෝසයක් ගහලා සාමාන්‍යයෙන් දවස් 21ක් විතර යනවා රෝගයෙන් ආරක්ෂා වීමට. ඒත් එක ඩෝස් එකකින් ඒක මදි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකයි ඩෝසස් දෙකක් තියෙන්නේ. දැන් සයිනෝෆාම් වගේ එන්නතකින් දෙවනි මාත්‍රාව ලබාගෙන ඒක දෙන සති දෙකක් විතර ගියාට පස්සේ තමයි හොඳ ප්‍රතිශක්තිකරණයක් එන්නේ.
එන්නත ලබාගත් කෙනෙකුටත් රෝගය වැළඳීමේ ඉඩකඩ තියෙනවා. හැබැයි ඒ වැළඳුනාට රෝගය අසාධ්‍ය වීමේ ඉඩකඩ අඩුයි. ඒ නිසා අපි මතක තියාගන්න ඕන මට රෝගය වැළඳුනොත් මම ඒ රෝගය ගෙදර ගෙනියන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් මගේ ඔෆිස් එකේ වැඩ කරන අයට, වෙන තැනක වැඩ කරන අයට, මාත් එක්ක කතා බහ කරන අයට මේ රෝගය මගෙන් පැතිරෙන්න ඉඩ තියෙනවා.
Meanwhile, health experts have also warned people vaccinated with the first dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine not to mislead health staff and have the Sinopharm vaccine administered as a second dose, as the government already has plans in the pipeline to secure sufficient second doses.
ඔබ AstraZeneca එන්නත පළවෙනි මාත්‍රාව ලෙස ලබාගෙන සිටින කෙනෙක් නම් මේ වෙනකොට ලබා දෙන Sinopharm එන්නත ගිහිල්ලා ලබා ගන්න එපා කියනවා. මොකද එය සෞඛ්‍ය අමාත්‍යාංශයේ විසින් නිර්දේශ නොකරන දෙයක්. අපිට ඇතැම් තැන්වලින් වාර්තා වෙලා තියෙනවා මෙවැනි සිද්ධීන්.
What's more, experts have also urged patients who have previously contracted COVID-19 and recovered to get themselves vaccinated without fear.
ඔබ COVID රෝගයෙන් පෙළුණ කෙනෙක් නම් එහිදී එන්නත ලබා නොසිටීම සිදු නොකළ යුතුයි. ඔබ COVID රෝගය ඔබට වැළඳුණා ඔබ ඊට පස්සේ එන්නත ලබා ගැනීම සිදු කළ යුතුයි. එහිදී එන්නත ලබා ගැනීමෙන් මගින් ඔබගේ ඒ ප්‍රතිශක්තිය වැඩිවීමක් සිද්ධ වෙනවා.
Meanwhile, in good news, State Minister of Production, Supply and Regulation of Pharmaceuticals, Professor Channajay Sumana, announced that Sri Lanka will receive 500,000 doses of the Sinopharm vaccine as a donation from China before the end of this month. In the meantime, UNICEF, with the support of the Australian Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, has procured and delivered a consignment of oxygen concentrators and other vital equipment to the Ministry of Health in support of Sri Lanka's ongoing response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The items include 291 oxygen cylinders, 342 oxygen regulators, 2,490 masks for adults and children, and 20 fire extinguishers.
දසන කාන්ති චූර්ණය සහිත ලීවර් ආයුෂ් දන්තාලේපය දත්වල ඇති ප්‍රශ්න 10ක් වලකයි.